So we're down at the sawmill today, finally getting a chance to attack this monster log, white pine, 26 inches at one end and 23 inches at the other end. She's 11 feet 6 inches long because I want 11 foot to mill 11 foot 2 by 10s out of it, 11 feet long for a cabin. Anyways, yeah, let's set you up and start this journey. It's a monster. All right, first I gotta crank her up. This is the part I wish was automated. Holy. Ways to go yet. I believe this is the highest I've ever started a log. Let me just double check. I gotta make sure it clears the rails there clear. We got clearance on this side. I'm gonna say it should squeak by. Okay. I haven't got it clamped because I don't think see the clamp cranks will hit the will hit these as they go by. So I could lower the stops and get it to move over more, but I don't think it's gonna move much. Let me see what. Yeah, I'll go slow. It probably weighs, with the tractor, with no weight on the back, it was nosing over. So I'm going to say about 2,000 pounds this thing weighs. Anyways, let's make a first cut here. I haven't used a saw in about a little while. A little stiff. Okay, so the problem here is this section right here. I have to drop this this stop has to go down. It's the long stop. So we got to get this over. Yeah, good luck. There we go. There, it's against that one now. Yep. All right, much better shape. I'm gonna come down 4 cranks. See what comes off it then. Go down a bit more. All right, we'll try that. I'm going to hold this here flat because it's on a slope. This is pretty heavy. I've got the tractor here with the forks because these cutoffs are going to be too heavy to walk over to my my waste bin over there. All right, let's drag this back. Put it up half a turn. So I saw it moving just a little bit. I'm going to see if I can clamp one of these and not. No, it's impossible. It's going to be in the way. So I'll just keep going like I'm going. I'm going to take another. I'm going to say another inch off of this. Yeah, that's about right. Take another inch off, then I'm going to flip it. Keep that in place. So basically I gotta get this off the tractor so I can spin this log, which should be fun. Actually, I'll move this back out of your way. Normally the way I like to cut wood is I want to cut this side and then I flip it that way and then cut this side. But I don't think there's any way I'm going to get balance on it, so I'm going to have to flip this on the bottom and then cut the other side. I may even have to change to my grab. I may have to change. Sorry for not being. I may have to change this from forks to grapple so I can grab it and rotate it. All right, I'll put you on pause for a second. I might get lucky. I really do want to cut this off. I don't want to lay it down. I also don't want it to fall off. What I may do is I may take off the, put the lower one on the back here too. Easy. Oh boy. Get ready to jump out of the way. No, this ain't gonna happen. Unless I push it with the tractor. Let me try that. To roll, so I need to stop it from rolling. That should stop it, I hope. Try it again. Success. I'll have to check the alignment of the mill. I moved it over quite a bit, but yeah, it's got a little curve in it now, but we're almost there. That worked out. Still wants to roll. There we go. All right. Okay. Nice. I want to be able to get this somewhat square. I'm going to move you back into your spot. There we go. There you go. So she's not square. I need to rotate it a little more. I don't know if this is going to work or not. So do that, and then I got to do each end. This will work. Okay. My piece of rebar. I'll get it. Give you a conk in the head. See where that is. That looks really straight.
Yep.
All right. Taking the cut. God, these spines are sticky. Okay, once we get this squared, it's going to go a lot faster. But this is almost too much work. All right, now I normally, now that I have two flat sides, I want to lay this on a flat side. I don't want to, normally I would lean it up on this and cut. Oh no, normally, okay, we're going the right way. Don't mind me. Yeah, we need to bring it this way one rotation. So again with the tractor, because this will fall off if I move it.
The weight of this thing is incredible. Even with those 2 cuts, it's still tipping the back end of the tractor up. Once I get this squared off, I'm going to realign my tracks because I'm beating them up pretty good. All right. I might go a little bit farther down on this one, but even with all that cut off, this thing's just barely going to clear. I'll show you. Right there, I start cutting down. It's going to hit this inside. Yeah, I should have just took that off the first time, but well, now we got a nice light edge, so. Will be a nice live edge. Shelving or whatever. Holy moly. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Okay, one more flip. All right, one more flip. that was almost uneventful. Right. See if you're still running. Yep. I do have the lights on in here because, as you can tell, we're in the middle of a snowstorm and it's really dark outside. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, but yeah, it's dark. I'm still not going to clamp it because I don't think I need to. I still can't believe how heavy this thing is. All right, one more pass for a square log. Somewhat. Get down one more. What am I doing here? I might just cut it clean, try to get as much rid of the bark as possible. Yeah, we'll see what that does. Weight off it. Oh yeah. Nice. All right, there we go. Half the project is done. Now, the other half is to figure out what we're going to do with this, how we're going to cut it up. We still have 17.25 inches that way, and we don't have that much that way. I should have cut more off that. Yeah, 17.25. And 17.25, but we still have more to cut. Still too heavy to move by hand, which sucks. So maybe a lesson we learned here is cut the bark off completely, or get it where you can start making boards. Because I gotta flip it again and again. And that's almost 17.5. It doesn't matter because we still have more cutting to do. All right, well, this part I'll put on fast forward. I think this is fine. We need to cut more off that, and off that, and off the other one. Should we attempt rolling it ourselves? Oh boy. No way. Still too heavy. All right, we'll put you on pause for a bit. I'll get some of this cleaned up out of the way. These offcuts. And we'll be back. So I decided I'm going to flip it back so that this is on top. little abusive, but I think it'll be fine. Looks good. All right, let's put you back in your spot. All right. My thinking was that this was the worst of the whole thing. To bring this down is going to make this one better and that one better in one swoop. And we're going to get a bit of another live edge here. Yeah, still a nice live edge there. Save this one. It's got to be getting lighter by now. Oh boy. This is the thinking part. I did this all the time, I think. No problem figuring out how I was going to attack this. But since I don't do it all the time, I got to really put some thought into it. We're still, I don't know if we're still square. It doesn't look square, but oh yeah, oh wow. So we lost something there. That's fine. On a 1.5 inch, 1 3/4 inch board, you'll never see it. All right, we're still at 17.5. We're now at 15. So I need 9 3/4. So how to get that without wasting too much. 9 3/4, and I need 1 and let me just go double check. So we need where's my marker? I've got it written down here, 9 1/4 by 1 3/4. 9 1/4 long, 1 3/4 thick, 11 feet 6 inches. So 9 1/4. Those boards that I cut a month ago were 9 1/4, but they've shrunk down to almost 9. So 9 1/4. There's not enough for 2. 9 1/4, they're not enough for 2. So how do we do this? Let's see how rough it is out of square. This bottom side is clean. This one's not, and that one's not. So this has got quite a bit. This has got quite a bit. I'm going to have to cut down. Ooh. I'm going to cut down 1 inch and 3/4, and then I can get one piece out of this. So cut it to size right now, because we have a lot of space to go here. Yes, I'm going to do 1 and 3/4 down, and then I'll trim this up to 9. Yeah, I might be able to get 2x6 out of it. And a 9, 15. Yeah, let's do that. So an inch. Inch and 3/4. Do is with this piece I will stand it up, and there's going to be another piece on the bottom I'm going to do, stand it up and make a 9 by 1.5, 9 by 1 3/4, and a 6 by 9 3/4, a 6 by 1 3/4. So basically, yeah, this helps stop making waste, because basically there is a flat edge on both sides, which I can stand up on the mill this way. So we're going to get this out of the way. God, it didn't get any lighter. So what I would like to do, some people may not know what they're doing, but if you're doing I want to do the same thing at the bottom, and then hopefully I'm left with 9 1/4, and then I'm going to stand up and just go zing, 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 zing. Where is my measuring tape? We still have 13.5 left. So, and both these sides, yeah, I call that good enough. So I'm going to flip it that way again, and I still think it's too heavy for me to do it. So, tractor again. I should have done that when I had it on that side, but I wasn't sure what I was doing. Like I said, now we're going to flip it back. Give it a shot, see if I can move it. Jesus. Yeah, I can. Just gotta get it over. Alright. I'm glad I don't have to use the tractor anymore, because it's pretty abusive. Nice. One more flip. Cool. So I'm going to change the stop on that side to a short one. so we don't cut into it. Because it's not about if you will, it's when you will. Cut into your stops. Oh wow, this is heavy logging. Made this fall down. Oh, wow. There we go. All right. Did I say this was going to be a short video? There. Okay. So we'll do an inch and 3/4 again. Actually, what I'm going to do is see what I've got here. I need 925, so right there. So 925. If I do, that leaves me with 13 3/4 we got right now, and I need 9 1/4. So that leaves us with 1, 2, 4 1/2. So 4 1/2, 4.5. Each one is 1 3/4. I don't have, it's not thick enough. 9 1/4. That's 4 1/2. So 4.5 divided by 3 is 1.5. And I need 1 3/4. So we're only going to have 2, which is 3.5. 3.5 inches. So I basically got to cut off 1 inch. Oh, 1 inch. And then what I have left is good to go. 1 inch will be a nice shelf, I guess. Here, so now we can do, this is a big board. Now we can do 2 1 3/4. And that 2 1 3/4, and then that will leave us with the 9, which is right there, 9 1/4. And then we'll just rip a bunch off that way. I just realized this is going to be a ton of editing. Yeah, you're still going. So just for reference, you've got 17 3/8. 17 3/8 of width that we're cutting right now. The blade is definitely feeling it. I'm going to put a new blade on after I finish this log, because I have a red oak that I have next, just as big. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Anyhow, let's go 1 3/4. Let's mark this. Perfect. No mistakes. Nice. Nice, nice, baby. Okay. Big board. Okay, one more. Blade is hurting, but from now on there'll be a smaller cuts, less cross inches. Now we're on the flip. And we'll be able to clamp it. This ain't gonna work. There we go. Still not enough. We get that side over. Good mother. There we go. All right. 9 1/4 inch cuts. 1 3/4 inch deep. Whew. And we can use our clamps. Finally. Good to go. So how many will we get from here? Both tops are good. Just start giving her. Exactly 9 1/4. 9 1/4. Beautiful. Start marking 1 3/4 all the way down. One 3/4, 1 3/4, 1 3/4, 1 3/4, 1 3/4, 1 3/4, 1 3/4, 1 3/4, 1 3/4, and then we're going to be left off with one 3/4. So we're going to get 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 10 11, 12, 13. 13 boards of this. That's 13 boards. At Home Depot's price with tax is $30. So 13 boards today, $390 for the boards. And I've got 12 over there. This 13 is 25. I need 44. So a lot of work to do. an eye, this is when you start hitting stuff. That stop is too high. Right there. So I'm going to drop it down as low as they'll go, which allows me to cut 1.5 inches, just a little bit over 1.25 inches last cut. I don't need to go that low, but same with these here. You got to get them right as low as you can. I got 2 more cuts to make and then we're done. All right. Alright, done. I'm going to bring those other 2 at the bottom of the pile back up, trim them right width. They're 1 3/4. Just got to make them 9 and then probably cut a 2x6 out of the remainder. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in those partial boards from the top and cut them down to size. Maybe they're telling me they want to be a table. Yeah, so I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut 5.5 down, and then so 2. Yeah. Or let's see what I can get out of this thing. 2x4 would be 1.5 by 3.5, so that's 7. Yeah, let's do 3.5. 5.5 is 8. Yeah, let's do a 3.5, 5.5. Oh, that's not even enough. We'll do 2 2x4s. We're gonna have 7, and that leaves with 10 1/4. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. 2x4. Yeah. 7. We'll cut it down. Okay. It a little bit. That's still fine. We got a 2x4x10. By 4x10. Actually 11. So the problem here is I had this there, and it should be my stop is here. It should be this. Now it will be more happy, right like that. All right, so one more cut of 3.5. Nice 2x4. Box stores really screw around with the prices. 2x4x8 is $3.99, but a 2x4x10 is $8. What do they say? It doesn't make sense. Actually, I think it's $7. Sorry. Okay, so we have one more cut, which is going to give us our 9 1/4. Just double check that before I screw it up. Oh, actually, this is an old measurement. I'm going to flip these because I'm going to cut the edge off to give myself a good edge. Because the bottom edge, I think, has got some bark. Oh yeah, on one of them it does. There we go. So I'm going to cut off to leave 9 1/4. 9 1/4, right there. Right there. All right, last cut. All right, that is it. So we'll do a final count. What we got out of that log. I will take these over to the drying pile, and we'll go take a look. So we'll just do a quick tally of what we got out of that log. We got these 3 live edges. They're about 14 inches wide. Well, that one there is about 12. So I can do stuff with that later. So we got 3 of these,
11 and a half feet long. And then we got over here, we got two 17-inch wide 12-foot planks, 11 and a half inch, 11 and a half foot planks. Two of them, I can make a, and those are 1 3/4 inch thick. So I'm going to make a bench out of this one here. And then we walk over to, so I got 12 2x10s by 11 and a half, because I'm going to be cutting them down to 11. So I got 12 of those today, and then I got 4 2x4s by 11 and a halves. So doing the math just on the 2x10s, that $30 a piece, there's $360 worth of 2x10s. Then there's 4 2x4s at about $7 a piece. So that's $28. Do the math, 360, 390. And then we've got, like I said, those 3 live edges, probably, I don't know, $40, $50 a piece. So that's up to $540 now. And then the shelving there, the two things of shelving I'm going to make, another $50. So there's like $550 worth of lumber. And approximately the time of this video was about 4 hours to do this video. So 4 hours for $550. Decent. But what that doesn't include is the time to cut the tree and drag it out of the woods, delimit. So basically double that time-wise, because cleanup of a tree you take down is quite time-consuming. So 10 hours total for $550 is about $55 an hour. Not bad, because it's tax-free, and you can use it to build things. And the next video, I have a request from a friend of mine who wants to put some shelving in his hobby room. And I've got this red oak, which is great for furniture. And this is a heavy boy too. So this will be for the next video. It's been I cut this last year. I've made a few benches out of this tree, and this is another log that I had that I dragged back out. So we'll be cutting this next. Anyways, thanks for watching.